What's going on YouTube? Chase here in Aftershock videos, and today we have a very interesting deck profile that was suggested. Now we're trying to do the Naturia archetype. Now this one is weird because most of these monsters aren't super powerful, but there are a couple of them, and once those and maybe some back row start popping off, you could really make this deck a pain in the butt. So having said that, let's go for the card by card, and you'll start to see why. First, we have 3 Naturia Bamboo Shoot. This card says if this card is tribute summoned by tributing a Naturia monster, while this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot activate spells or trap cards. Now, think about that for a second. When was the last time we had a good spell or trap, like negation, besides like, Imperial Order and Anti-Fragrance Jar, stuff like that. But on a monster, a 2K monster, that's pretty crazy. Now, it is a level 5, so it requires a tribute, but it's not that hard to get out. Next, we have 1 Naturia Pumpkin. When this card is normal summon, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon 1 Naturia monster from your hand. So, I mean, you drop the pumpkin, you get the Bamboo Shoot. Good luck with the spells and traps. Next, we have 2 Naturia Maran. Says when this card is normal summoned, you can send 1 Naturia monster from your deck to the graveyard. Once per turn, you can target 2 Naturia monsters in the graveyard, shuffle both of those targets into the deck, then draw a card. So, I mean, it gets a little bit of recycling there. Next, we have 2 Naturia Fruit Flies. All face-up monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack and defense for each Naturia monster you control. Once per turn, you can select 1 face-up monster your opponent controls with 0 defense, take control of it till the end phase. That one's a little bit more circumstantial, but there actually are quite a bit of monsters that have 0 defense. So when you summon this, you could pretty much brain control it and then take it over. Use the opponent's monster to link summon. Get rid of it off the field. Next, we have 1 Naturia Butterfly. This is a level 3 tuner, and it says once per turn, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard and negate the attack. So a little bit of built-in protection. Next, we have Naturia Rose Whip. This one says your opponent can activate a spell or trap card only once per turn. So, I mean, that's kind of cool too. Plus, it's another level 3 tuner. And speaking of level 3 tuners, we also have Naturia Stinkbug. This one is pretty good. When a face-up Naturia monster you control is selected as an attack target, you can send this face-up card you control to the graveyard to negate the attack and end the battle phase. So this one's kind of got a built-in battle fader in it. Next, we have 3 Ash Blossoms for disruptions. This monster right here is really good going first. This is Naturia Antjaw. It says when your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower Naturia monster from your deck. You notice what's not on this card? A once per turn. You drop this bad boy, and you going against like Time Thief or Tri Brigade or anything like that, you can have a full board within like, I don't know, 3-4 summons, and that just comes in super handy. So that is really cool. Next, we have 1 Naturia Beans. That's kind of funny. This says once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. When this face-up card is selected as an attack target, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. And we have other spells and traps to go with that, which will make that super relevant. So it can't be destroyed once per turn. And then while this card is selected as an attack target, it inflicts 500 damage. So your opponent won't know until it's too late, unless they don't read cards. Next, we have 1 Naturia Pineapple. This one says all face-up monsters you control are treated as plant types, which is no big deal. During your standby phase, if you do not control a face-up Naturia Pineapple and have no monsters in your graveyard except plant or beast types, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. However, you must not control any spells or traps to activate this effect. So this is basically the Naturia's Treeborn Frog, as long as you don't control any spells or traps for it to resolve. So it's a little kind of circumstantial, but I mean, if you open this or you pitch it off of a Naturia effect, then, it's not that big of a deal. Next, we have 2 Naturia Mosquitoes. This one says while you control another face-up Naturia monsters, your opponent cannot select this card as an attack target. Your opponent takes any battle damage you have taken from a battle involving a face-up Naturia monster you control except this card. So if it can't be attacked and you have beans face up. If somebody attacks it, you can pretty much make them take that damage plus the additional 500. So that's kind of cool. We got one triple tactics talent, 3 foolish burial goods because we want to try to dump this Naturia sacred tree because this is pretty much their only specific searcher. Will let you search any Naturia card from deck to hand. The other effects are kind of irrelevant, but I mean it's not too bad. So next we have one double summon because that's one of the hardest things is trying to get more than one monster out per turn. So I mean, depending on the circumstances, besides having Naturia and Jaw in the first turn and having it stick, double summon kind of will come in handy. Next we have 2 Power of the Guardians. This one is basically you equip it to a monster, and every time it's involved in an attack, it gains 500 attack and defense. And then every time it would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could make it lose 500 attack and defense to keep it alive. Next we have one Moon Mirror Shield. This one's a pain. If the equipped monster battles your opponent's monster during the damage calculation, the equipped monster's attack and defense becomes equal to the attack and defense, whichever is higher, of the opponent's battling monster plus 100. So it's kind of a little bit like a Crusadia Avramax, but so pretty much anytime a monster with this equipped card will be, destroyed or whatever, or anytime it battles, it just gains that little bit more extra just so it doesn't die. And that's during damage calculation. If this face-up card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can pay 500 life points to place this card on either the top or the bottom. So there's one of that. We have 2 Storming Mirror Force, 1 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Ice Dragon's Prison, 3 Back to the Front. This is a 3 free Monster Reborns, pretty much. We have 3 free range monsters during during the main phase. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 set monster, normal summon or set 1 monster. So this can be good. Going second, obviously, if you have Bamboo Shoot, that'll come in handy. Or if you have the Naturia Pumpkin, you normal summon, you get a special summon, and then you get an additional special summon to hopefully get the Naturia Jaw out as soon as possible, or the Stink Bug. So next we have 3 Trap Tricks to help get to our traps, obviously, and then of course the 2 Naturia Sacred Trees. Because I think 3 would be too much. 2 seems okay. Otherwise, you start getting a handful of traps and spells, and you really don't want that. For the extra deck, we have 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Miss Radiant. This one is, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effects, you can target 1 Earth monster at your graveyard and add it to your hand. So all of these are pretty much Earth monsters except for Ash. 1 Halcyon 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Formula Synchron. This one lets you synchro summon using monsters you control once per chain during your opponent's main phase, so that's pretty cool. 1 Herald of the Arclight. You contribute this card, negate the activation of a spell or monster effect, and then destroy that card. This card sent to the graveyard can add 1 ritual monster, we just have it for interruptions, which not too often, but we have 1 Naturia Beast. This one's pretty cool. Needs 1 Earth Tuner, 1 non-Earth Tuner, so specifically with these. The level 5, and when a spell card is activated, quick effect, you could send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard and negate the activation if you do destroy it. This card must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. Next, we have 1 Naturia Barkion. This is the level 6 Synchron, 1 Earth Tuner, 1 or more non-Earth Tuners. During either player's turn, when a trap card is activated, you can banish 2 cards. You can banish 2 cards from your graveyard and negate the activation if you do destroy it. So that's pretty good. 1 FA Dawn Dragster, 1 Tuner, 1 non-tuner. It's a level 7. This one, every time a spell, trap, or effect is activated, you could decrease this card's level by 2 and negates the activation and destroys. So that's pretty good too. We got 1 Shooting Riser Dragon, level 7. It's a Synchro Tuner. This one basically lets you synchro summon once per chain during your opponent's main phase, so that's pretty good. That helps you go into your synchro Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon or your Borreload. And then we have 1 Trishula, because this is not impossible to get out, and if you're going second after all your special summons, that could be super easy to get out. Side decks, just kind of a bunch of random stuff, more or less. A 3rd Sacred Tree, which I don't think we're going to be needing, but not the worst card in the world. Another Power of the Guardians, 1 Called by the Grave, 2 more double summons. And then we have 3 Naturia cherries. This card set is a level 1 tuner, and it says if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard by your opponent's cards, including battle, card effect, or by being destroyed, you could special summon up to 2 Naturia cherries from your deck in face down defense position. So it kind of becomes a little bit of its own machine duplication. So I didn't think that's too bad. We have 1 Naturia Sunflower. It says you can tribute this card and 1 Naturia monster to negate the activation of an effect monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So that's kind of cool. And then, of course, 1 Gamma Seal to tribute over any problem monsters. So, guys, that'll do it for the deck profile list. Let's go ahead and get into the duels, and let's see if we can do anything with this. Alright, guys, here we are in our first EDO match with the Naturia Beast. Let's see what this deck can do exactly in real time. Okay, so we have 1 Naturia, so that's not the greatest to have only 1. But we do have stuff to equip it to just to protect it for turn 1, and we can set it trap tricks. And then let's see how we can go from there. We will normal summon the butterfly, set the trap tricks, activate Power of the Guardians to equip to it. Then we have 1 Moon Mirror Shield we will also equip to it. And we'll end the turn there. Not the best hand, but we'll see what happens. Ooh, TGs. Interesting. I don't think I've ever played against this archetype. I just know it's got some pretty beefy monsters. Sure. Just in case, let's set the Drowning Mirror Force. Don't know what the point of that was, but okay. Let's normal summon the Ant Jaw. This is definitely one you want to see. We have it protected by the Storming Mirror Force. Okay, I think we can get over it with the... Let's try to attack it. I'm not exactly sure how the Moon Mirror effect completely runs, so it gains attack. And then Moon Mirror Force boosts it. It can't hit over. Okay. That is 1 strong butterfly. Alright. Progress. I haven't even touched our extra deck yet, so that's kind of cool. Now he's top decking. This is... Okay. I'm not going to take credit for that one. Because that seemed a little circumstantial. I think he might have misplayed. But that is funny. So I am going to keep this one in the video. Alright, let's go ahead and get into another one. Alright guys, here we are in our second match. Let's see what we can do this time. We'll go first. Hopefully get an Ant Jaw. Yeah! Sweet. Ooh, we got some interruptions. I love it. This is a really good hand. We'll set the Ice Dragon's Prison. We'll set the Trap Tricks. That'll help us get our Storming Mirror Force. Normal summon Ant Jaw. Equip it with Mirror Moon Shield. Moon Mirror Shield. Love it. Go. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay, it's special summon. In addition to that, yeah, let's activate Trap Tricks. Let's get a... We might need a back to the front, so we will set that. He pops this. We'll grab... Let's grab another Ant Jaw. Just in case. He's gonna pop one or the other. One ninja from your hand to graveyard. That's fine, I guess. Ooh, ninja. I think ninja's on my list of things to do too. Yeah, sure, Ash that. No. You have another lower 4. Battle. Okay. No. Fine. I'll let that go. Okay. So yeah, let's get the ant jaw back. Really? That's okay. Still get the ant jaw back. And at the top of the deck, I want to draw this. There it is. Alright, so switch him to attack. Equip it back with the moon mirror. Alright, you're going to do that? I'm going to do it. Go ahead. That's fine. No. Guess we can just battle over it. I didn't see anything that said interruption-wise. Attack. No. Your effects are negated. Shut up. Just dead, right? Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. I like that. I don't like that I have both my ant jaws are banished, but I still have another one. So if I get a Foolish Burial Goods, I could dump the Sacred Tree and get the another Moon Mirror Shield. I love it. There it is. I forgot I put that on top of my deck. Alright, battle. Get another 2600. Come on. Yes! Okay. And face. Alright, so I'd like to see another Naturia. So I want to see Naturia Beast Ant Jaw. I want to see Foolish Burial Goods. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much, that's prime right now. Oh, well, it'd be nice if I had something to summon. But we're just going to keep going with this, I guess. I mean, just Pink Moon Mirror Beatdown seems pretty good. Unless this is like, what, a Man-Eater Bug? The guy's type decking at this point. End phase. I don't want this in my hand, so that's a problem. I'll set it, whatever. Battle. Attack with Pink. Don't activate the effect, quit asking me. One more attack and you're dead, dude. So, unless you got like a Mirror Force set or something, I would get after it. Do one Earth. You contribute one Earth plant. Okay, I don't have an Earth plant. That's not the worst. Ooh, let's see. Can I get no, bamboo shoots too high, I think. I guess main phase, or I guess battle until something else happens. Hate to do anything, hate to commit to something now and then have them flip something. I'd rather just battle. Is it over? Ice dragons, really? Oh, Ash. No, you can have the Ash. Yeah. Kind of dumb, but okay. So main phase 2. We'll summon that. activate. I'm going to activate this card effect now. Yes. Let's see what we can grab with this. Okay. We can grab another ant jaw. We have a stink bug to stop the damage step and the damage step. Well, you control another face up. No, no. Tuner. Let's grab the ant jaw. It's pretty good. End phase. Okay, so that's not too bad. If he special summons anything, at least we have the ant jaw to compensate for that. There it is. Well, that was pretty good. I mean, I almost didn't touch. I don't even think I touched the extra deck at all, and I still won these games. So that, I mean, that's pretty good, right? I mean, it is what it is. It takes long enough to find matches, anyways. Everybody just comes in the lobby and then just quits. So, I mean, I'll take the wins for what they're worth. So, all right, guys. So that'll do it for this video on the Naturia archetype. I mean, I wish I could have gone into a little bit more of the Naturian beasts. I mean, they're iffy, anyways. But I mean, you do got the Trishula and everything else. So, I mean, the extra deck's more toolboxy, but I mean, having to hard draw some of this stuff is like kind of I like the old-fashioned kind of style, but you know, I try to make this a little bit more up to date too. So I mean, I try to build this the best I can with, you know, modern Yu-Gi-Oh standards are, you know, pretty high. So the fact that I got a couple wins with this, I'm not gonna complain. All right. So like I said, that'll do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below if there's anything different that you would have done or what you think of this deck as a whole. And don't forget to check out my Patreon. Don't forget to check out my TCGPlayer account. If any of these cards interest you, I will leave the link for that down below in the description. Don't forget to check out the merch and follow me on my Instagram. All that stuff means a ton to me, guys, so thank you so much for all of your support so far. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.